My books are here! She's very interested in this box. Shall we open it? I don't know why I'm nervous. I've seen these books a few times already. Here we go. I'm going to take the books out now so I can look at them one at a time. This is one of my hardbacks, and I ordered 4 hardcovers and 4 soft covers. Ooh, yay! It looks good. Lulu's just staring at me. She's very interested in my reaction to this book. I learned that Blurb uses different printers. Quality can vary from book to book. The inconsistency was something that I was a little bit worried about. These all look fine, so that is great. Yay, all my books! I am 4 days away from launching my book, and leading up to today, I've been thinking a lot about how I might want to feel this week. I anticipated feeling a lot of stress and fear, so I did a lot of things to try to mitigate those feelings in terms of decisions I could make to ease up on the pressure for this week. And I think I did a pretty good job. I'm feeling quite good. One big thing that I wanted to talk about was that I decided not to have an in-person book launch event. After a couple of therapy sessions and a lot of introspection, what I decided would feel really good for launch is to, of course, launch the book on the day that I intended, which is this Saturday. That date felt really good to me because it's the weekend, it's the first day of fall, 23 is my favorite number, and I just feel a lot of good energy around that date, so I knew that would be the date pretty early on, and I'm just glad my past self did not decide to have a launch event because I know that would have added to my stress 100-fold. On top of any logistical hiccups with the book in terms of making it available for sale, I'd also be worried about the launch event, planning that, and just being nervous about being the center of attention. I'm so glad I didn't put that on myself. I'm actually feeling very, very grateful to my past self for recognizing that a launch event just isn't aligned. I'm looking forward to Saturday wholeheartedly because I don't have any anxiety about being at a launch event. Instead, I've just got a few little things planned on the weekend, mostly with hubby, and some things I might just do on my own. And I'm sure I'll dream up some other small ways that I can celebrate and make the day feel special. When I look at myself as a person, I see someone who doesn't love groups and doesn't love parties in a big group. I'm so nervous and overwhelmed. I can't really talk to people one-on-one for very long and have that connection that I truly enjoy. So instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to meet with people one-on-one, and these aren't going to be big things. So for example, I'm going to be meeting with one of my closest friends. We're gonna go to Koreatown and get some food, maybe look at a few of the cute shops there, and then we're going to this interview / book signing event. I'm meeting a friend for a walk, I'm meeting another friend for a quick bite. These are little meetups that I've planned after the actual launch day that I think are going to feel really special because I'll be connecting with people one-on-one, and we'll be talking about not just my book, but a lot of other different things. And I really love that. And then the other bonus is that the celebration will be extended because it won't just be a big celebration on the day of launch. Instead, the celebration will be more low-key, a string of celebrations sprinkled here and there, and I just think that feels really good. I'm just having a little afternoon rest with Lulu right now. We're both pretty tired. She decided to wake up at 5 a.m. this morning, and she woke me up as well. I think she was hungry. She gets hungry really early in the morning. So we had a little nap together. She doesn't like to nap on me. So now that I'm awake, she is curled up on my lap, and I am going to read a book. I'm reading this book right now. It's called These Violent Delights by Gong. And this is the author event that my friend and I will be going to, and that's why I decided to grab this book from the library. So far so good. I'm only on chapter 2, but it's capturing my interest. I'm feeling very tired and unmotivated today, so I am very glad that I don't have a lot of book things to do. So I think I'm just going to give myself a break. Fortunately, my paid job isn't too busy today, so I can take the entire afternoon just to relax and curl up on the couch. So I think I'm gonna do that for a bit, and that usually brings back a little bit of motivation, and then I might work on a few things here and there, but nothing too taxing today. Hubby and I are also watching the Hunger Games series of movies. We started a couple of days ago. We watched Catching Fire yesterday, and we're gonna watch Mockingjay Part 1 today. So I'm really looking forward to him coming home and us just having a little bit of couch time. Not that I haven't taken breaks throughout the 3 years that I've been working on this book, but it feels really nice to be able to relax for the entire evening and not have to worry about going back to the computer to edit something or proofread a little bit or update this or that. I'm almost feeling a little bit bored, which is quite the luxury, but I'm also happy to feel bored right now because I'm just feeling really tired. I just came back from picking up a few things. I wanted to buy some wrapping paper and some little cards. I plan to wrap up a few of my books for people, so I just got some craft paper. I initially wanted to do blue sky, and of course I love plant motif, so I was looking at that as well. In the end, I love wrapping things in craft paper. I also bought some flat cards with envelopes. I was on Reddit the other day. I read the self-publish subreddit a lot, and someone linked a tutorial of wrapping books in a really nice way where you can slip a card into the wrapped up book. I thought that was really neat, and I thought craft paper on craft paper would look really nice. I also popped into Marshall's when I was looking for thank you cards and wrapping paper and such, and I found something that I liked in terms of clothing. So my style has changed a lot in the past few years because I work from home and we had a pandemic. So now I'm in this type of outfit a lot, which is just a t-shirt and shorts. Sometimes I wear bicycle shorts and I leave the t-shirt out, or sometimes I wear these shorts and I tuck the t-shirt in. I'll wear tights from time to time. I'll wear jeans every once in a while. And if I want to fancy it up, I'll put on a skirt, but I still wear the same t-shirt pretty much all the time, or the same set of t-shirts, which I got at Michael's. Because it's starting to get a little bit chilly in Toronto, the other day I wanted to grab a sweater just to put over top of one of these types of outfits. And there was nothing that I was really gravitating towards, but when I went into Marshall's today, I found this one, which is exactly what I was looking for. It's literally perfect. So I'm just gonna put it on to show you. It's oversized, it has pockets, it hits at just the right length because it covers my butt. It's very warm. I like that it doesn't have buttons or like flappy bits, and the sleeves are the right length. I don't have to roll them up. I'm considering this a little book launch treat. I'm rationalizing, but I haven't bought any clothing in a while aside from the t-shirts. So I'm really happy to have this now. I think I'm going to wear it a lot. I actually plan to wear it this weekend for book launch, weather permitting, of course, if it's not too hot. And I'm thinking I can replace potentially 2 items in my closet because I have this piece now. This cardigan I still really like. I got this in Japan, I thrifted it, but as you can see, it's quite different. So there are buttons on this, and it's a lot shorter. It's not as oversized, and it's super comfortable. I like this a lot with jeans and such. And then the other cardigan that I was thinking I could potentially replace is this one. So this one is something that I got from, I think it was either Yes Style or Shein. And I used to wear this for work quite a bit, but there are flappy bits that I don't really enjoy. And the pockets are faux pockets. So there's the flap, but there's no actual pocket. The sleeves are a little bit short on me. And this cardigan is also a little bit longer, but it's not as wide, it's not as billowy. The only time I actually reach for this is if I want something that covers my butt, and now that I have the new one, I think I'm gonna let this one go. I'm gonna keep the one from Japan for now. I think it might still have a place in my wardrobe, but I'm so happy with my new cardigan, and Ever since hubby started eating sous vide chicken for lunch, I've been saving the juices and I've been making noodle soup with it. So today I made this delicious udon soup. I was making that recipe that my friend made for me when I was sick. It was super delicious. I made it so many times that I got sick of it. So I've been making this instead, and it's pretty much exactly the same thing, but instead of making the beef in the Instant Pot, I just stir fry some minced turkey, and I make it in the style of the pork that goes on top of dandanmin. So it's like very flavorful, super delicious, really good. My mouth is watering. And I usually just use whatever veggies I have on hand. I was using daikon radish and bok choy for the longest time, but I got sick of those because I made it too much. I made so much daikon radish pickled and in soup, and I love that stuff, but I just ate too much of it. Now I'm kind of off of it for the time being. So today I just used some leftover romaine lettuce, and I love lettuce in soup. Hubby loves udon the most, which is why we make it so often. And I really love udon as well, but yeah, I'm a fan of pretty much any kind of noodle. It is the day before book launch and I am feeling a lot of butterflies today. I'm starting to overthink some of my decisions in terms of pricing and formats, etc. And I'm really trying to let that go and trust that my past self thought everything through. I'm in a really strange place because on the one hand, I wrote this book for myself and I'm really proud of it and happy with it and excited to go through this book as a reader. But then on the other hand, I also want it to do well. I really honed in on this dynamic during therapy, and the crux of the issue, my deep fear, is that the reception for this book is going to affect my own perception of it. For example, if I release the book, there's no interest, then I'm going to feel deflated and I'm not going to want to work with the book anymore. And that abandoning of my idea and of my love for this book is what I am most afraid of, even beyond other people not liking it. And I know this is hypothetical. My therapist reminded me that it's a hypothetical scenario, and we went through this major worry of mine in a way that brought me a lot of comfort, but it's still there. And I'm not going to know how I'm going to react until I actually live through it. So, I mean, there's no sense in over worrying about it, but I just wanted to name that that was what I was feeling, and those are where my thoughts are at right now. When I do take a step back, I realize that I can't control how this book is received, and I tell myself this all the time, but sometimes it's hard to remember that. I keep reminding myself to be unattached to outcomes, but being an imperfect human, doubts and uncertainty still creep in. So I'm feeling it the eve of launch day, but I'm going to try to let some of that go, knowing that I've done as much as I can to get this book to a place where I'm really happy with it. And I really hope that there are people out there who will see the value in this book. Avi just got home and he brought donuts to celebrate the eve of book launch. We've had Isabella's before. They have those mochi donuts that are absolutely delicious. And they have this new box which looks really beautiful, very sleek and gorgeous. And here are the donuts. They look so good. Today is the day I launch my book. I've had a really relaxing morning. I've done a lot already. It's been about 3 hours. I'm pretty much ready for the day. I've also done a bunch of different chores, including the laundry. I also did my nails last night. I haven't done my nails in so long. Both my fingernails and my toenails. My toenails are dark blue. Can you see that? Wait. Okay, this is really awkward. Alright, so I am gonna go to the room now and start on some computer stuff. I do have my smaller laptop here, which I used a little bit to update my plant watering spreadsheet and such, but it's a little bit too slow and laggy for me to do my website updates. I want to just do them quickly and not make any mistakes. So I'm going to go to my regular computer setup, which is in the bedroom, and I've warned hubby that I'm going to be on the computer pretty early today. It's actually not too bad. It's almost 8 a.m. So I think this is a pretty reasonable time now to pop into the room. Here we go. It is 11 a.m. and my book is officially launched. I'm out and about now trying to get a few steps in before brunch. I think I'm gonna head to the plant store and see if anything catches my eye. It's been a while since I've bought a new plant and I thought it might be nice to have one today. It's a bit too warm to wear my book launch sweater, super sweaty anyway, so even if it were cooler, I don't think I'd be able to wear it. I worked up a sweat trying to get this book ready for launch. Everything went very smoothly, but I think I was just nervous about things going well, especially selling the PDF on my own website. I got a couple of sales though, so I know it's working and I'm feeling good about leaving it for a while and then checking email a little later. Nothing caught my interest at the plant store that I went to, so I'm gonna try again later because it's almost time for brunch. And even though I still do really enjoy shopping, I'm much more selective now. So often I go and I come back empty-handed. Hubby and I had a really nice brunch at Kiin. The food was delicious, the service was really good. It was the perfect way to celebrate book launch, and as you can see, I did pick a plant. Here's the plant I chose. It's a Calathea Orbifolia, and I'm not sure if this was the best decision because Calatheas can be quite finicky, and I really wanted a plant that would survive, but this is the plant that I was most drawn to. So I decided to go ahead and pick it up. It's beautiful. The leaves are stunning. I really, really, really love it. So hopefully I can take care of it. Hubby and I are at a new bubble tea place. This is called XOXO. We tried it last week. We really enjoyed it. A huge portion of bubble tea. So we decided to get it again today. I forgot to take a photo of this and I'm almost done. I got the mango Yakult today and it has mango popping boba. Hubby got the coffee milk tea and he got tapioca and cream cheese foam. The Yakult is pretty good, but I prefer their milk teas. Their milk teas are actually really good. Probably going to be our last patio meal this year. It's a beautiful night. I am also wearing my book launch cardigan, so that makes me really happy. Book launch weekend was amazing. I'm really happy with how I spent my time over the weekend. A lot of sweet congratulations rolled in as well, and that was very heartwarming. And I also got a few sales, which
I was very thrilled about. I've said all along that this book is a passion project, and I never expected to make any money from it. Every time a sale came in, my business mind got so excited, and I had to keep reminding myself this wasn't the point. The point was to write this book and distribute this book in a way that felt true to myself. I didn't want to compromise on the quality of the book, the layout, etc. Reflecting on the launch, I'm so glad I stayed true to myself in the big decisions that I made for this book. I know some of you have already left me a message on my main channel or on Instagram, and thank you so much for those. It really brightened up my day to see all of your sweet comments, and a special thank you for those of you who have purchased my book. I put so much of myself into this book, and one thing I didn't want to do, even though the goal isn't to make money, I also didn't want to undervalue the book, because I have a history of undervaluing my work. I really wanted to price this book at a level that I thought reflected the work that went in and also the value that I think it provides. And of course, a higher price means that I won't get as many sales, but I keep reminding myself that sales was never the goal. So I'm very happy with where I've landed, and I'm just going to try to continue to move forward. Right now, I'm still feeling very mentally distracted. I think I still have a little bit of that book launch high. There's a lot of stuff I want to get done this week, and I'm also meeting up with a lot of people this week, which feels really good. I'm excited to catch up with my friends, but that also means that I have to get working, so I need to focus. So I'm going to try my best to stay as grounded as I can and work through my to-do list for the day. That is going to be it for this vlog. Thank you all so much for watching. I've said this before, but I'll say it again. It means so much to me that you click on these videos and that you have some sort of interest in what I'm up to. I'm really humbled by that, and I appreciate you so much. Thank you again for tuning in, and I will see you again very soon. Bye.